Hello, and welcome back to this episode, where there will be absolutely no sexual innuendo, implication, or otherwise. And we would like to apologize to all badgers who were insulted in last week's episode, and their families, and their children, which they had through non-sexual means. But we are not. I can't get any further.
We're not advocates of sex. We've never had sex.
We don't even say the word sex.
There's no sex in this particular world, right? It's
No.
procreation through osmosis or something.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a sexless world. Don't worry about it.
What are you talking about?
What are you like talking about? Like, Sir Duckas.
Two valley girls on the other side
No,
of the table.
Like, you're so ridiculous. Like, have you watched the last 34 episodes?
Yes.
I've been caught tackle out before.
And we're back.
And
Hey.
alrighty.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's do a recap. It's so convenient now that I've written down these numbers. I don't have to make it up.
Oh, no!
I've
gone!
Let's go.
Death.
A
Everybody's
nine.
That's
Scott again. Well, that's boring.
Oh, well.
All right, make it exciting.
Yeah.
Do it through the medium.
on
through the medium of dance.
Chronicles, we did stuff around a map. There was fighting. There was more fighting. There was small fighting. There was big fighting. Armies were split, too much to Guy's chagrin. And we're slowly chipping away at Fasa, the big spooky shadow man. Whether that will continue is to be said, because as we left off, our dear friend Georgie.
In nomine Patri Filii Sancti, amen. Requiescat in pace.
How doth protect you, Georgie. And I think that leads us naturally in, so good luck.
Yes. Yes, and for those of you that didn't understand that, a beam of black energy has hit dear Georgie square on in the radiant emitting chest. And this beam washes over you and around you, and you can feel your skin starting to sag. Saddlebags are formed. We won't go further than that.
Used the cream that you told me to use.
That's right. Now everybody's Facebook is going to be showing creams of anti-aging. And so you take
Anti-aging.
damage. If you can survive this damage, you do not instantly die. Oh. This is a death or nothing. We are looking for low numbers. Doran, you are watching as this beam consumes Georgie. Okay, so that's not good. 27, 30, 36.
Jesus.
More?
Georges.
Well, when you pass, you take only 60 10. When you fail, you take it all. 36. 36. 37. 40. 56.
She's gone.
Oh.
Very soon.
64. 73. 73 necrotic damage. You've got 10 temporary.
Yep,
At 63.
what? And then the rest I had 44 left.
Oh.
So Georgie is engulfed in the black smoke as she starts to crumble away. She looks at Doran, willing him to win. And she can almost, from the hot out of the oven, that something comes from the smell of her aunt's bakery and the pastries that she grew up eating and being at home in Stonehurst, and she thinks, at least I'm going to see my father again. And her final thought is of Alexander and hoping that he can make a better future.
That's George. Well, with the smell of baked bread in the air, Fasek turns and points at you. Jesus. Constitution saving throw, if you please. 18. That's a success. Just a success. So this beam engulfs you as the smell of bread rapidly turns into the mold of a old piece of toast. Unfortunately, you take 5, 6, 10, 19, 24 points of necrotic damage. I need you to give me a concentration check on your little spells.
90.
Yes, you hold. You hold. You hold. The undead army. You can now roll undead army.
I'm a minion.
So, am I undead now?
Yes.
Okay, well, undead army, here we go.
I didn't you say that?
Don't use my lucky hat.
I'm bringing this back.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
right.
there we go.
The poor dice tray last week, if you didn't watch, couldn't roll above a 5.
Okay, 20, yeah?
Yes, D20. This is for the first half.
8.
Nice. And roll a D8.
7.
8 times 7, 56, right?
Yeah.
So that's 56 against the dwarves. 28. Not looking good for the dwarves. 28 puts that in the 5. And 155 lost. 155 dwarves down.
Jesus.
I promise you this, we will not fight this out to the bitter end. Undead army against centaurs.
Again, you please.
Oh, me!
That's you.
Sorry!
That's you.
My brain, it's because I'm dead now.
You've been through a lot.
Okay,
Oh,
3.
3, yes.
And is it another D8?
Yeah, the D8. We're looking for low numbers here because this is what the bad is. So 21. That's not bad.
Okay, yeah,
So
that's
that's a 10. 10 of the centaurs.
Come on, low. Roll low.
Get low.
Low.
All right. Slowly. Durin! The magnificent.
Doran, kind of surrounded by this black energy that washes over him, and having seen Georgie in front of him fallen, he drops to his knees in the ground, and he just lets out this shriek of pain and anguish. And he holds out his hand towards Georgie, and he says, "No! It should have been me!" And then he turns his ire and his anger to this wasted stick of a creature, and his wrath and his anger pours forth, and he reaches his hand into the sky and says, "Halvorth, I've chosen the path, and it ends with this." And he tries to pull every ounce of sacred flame down from the heavens to wash over this creature that's taken his friend from him. Okay.
Roll a percentile for me, if you please.
Come on, you Sean Connery looking bastard.
33.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry.
Dex 14.
I'm in the middle of something with money, Paddy.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ. That was it. I think that was it.
we would.
Your
He's
job.
in silence. Yes, he's in silence. So no damage at all.
It's a cantrip.
Mm.
So I'm going to, as a bonus action, put Healing Word on myself,
Nice.
which I'm not going to do much. Okay, carry on.
Mm.
Thank you, sir. Would you like to do any of the other ones as well? Gottfried.
Well, there's bugger all I can do as well, so that's great.
Okay,
I
good.
shall deliver a shocking grasp via soul.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Make your attack. Touch. Well, not touch anymore. Hasn't been for 10 years, you bastard.
No, shocking grasp is. You're thinking the chill touches.
Touch.
Ranged. Anyway, so I got a 23.
23 is a hit.
And 2d8 lightning damage.
Jesus Christ.
5. That kills him, right?
5. Yeah,
Probably
sure.
kills him.
Mm-hmm.
I will telepathically a message to Fazak, and it's just a string of hate. It's just, a filthy, vile creature who kills this beautiful woman, etc.
I love it. Centaurs.
Hello.
Hello.
Naughty. Naughty.
Naughty.
Not that much better. It's a 3. Was it a D?
It's a D8 for Centaurs. 8. Oh no, Centaurs D10.
8.
So 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
24 undead. But it's hard, so 14. 12, even better.
We're going to the hero bar, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
we're not.
Oh no.
Or
And
we're-
now your centaur other army gets to attack.
Oh, an 18 and a 5.
Lovely. So 15, 19, right?
Yeah.
45. I like it. 10% of the undead army attack. 426, right?
Don't forget our 3 centaurs have double attacks now.
Yes, 3 centaurs, double attacks on Fasek. So, 3 centaurs, here we go. 1 hit.
Mhm.
Their second attack. Well, their second attacks. Well, these don't roll high for saving throws, but they don't roll for 2 hits. All right. We'll roll 2d10 plus 5. Plus 7.
9 plus 2 is 11 plus 7, 18.
18. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Oh, Fasek is not looking good at all. At all. The undead centaurs, both of them are attacking you.
Yep.
Both miss. Look at that. 9 and a 6. They're up. Both miss. Back to top of the round. Avery. She's about to attack.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Oh, he's still.
Oh, well, yes, sorry. I took you out of the initiative because you.
Before Fassak, I think.
Yes.
Give me glowing red eyes.
Yeah. She has turned to the dark side of the force. I think you'll find the barbarians.
Kind of creepy.
I think that's my Halloween outfit.
That's
Cool.
yeah.
Slay.
You were before Fasek, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know why I took you out. Well, I took you out for dramatic.
For dramatic,
For dramatic
reasons.
reasons, exactly.
Had to have a bit of drama.
Oh.
Now you're going to eat, Doran. Great. Avery, what are you doing?
Avery is commanding the dwarves, but also.
What are you commanding us, son?
You'll need to keep hitting them as they come through the walls and allow the centaurs to strike them in the rear. Now,
There's
hold.
a whole lot of dwarves who find that statement very funny.
I'm glad
Hold
I'm
for
not the
all
only
you have.
one.
While on the front ranks,
Yes.
in the confusion, the heat of battle,
Yes.
I find a moment where the attention is drawn away from me.
Sure. It happens. The ebb and flow.
There will be dwarves bleeding out by my feet.
Of course.
I reach down to one, and I pull the spirit of one rapier from the other, and I go, "Your sacrifice is not in vain," and I skewer him, thus ripping the soul from his body as an undead minion to aid by my side.
Uh-huh.
No one saw that.
Dwarves are like, we never liked Bob anyway.
I mean, that's one way of interpreting it. Yeah, I'm going to say there's 2 dwarves that can see this happening. Neither of them do, however, because they're busy paying attention to not dying.
You sketchy part.
Okay, so you have this undead who rises up. It's a bit shorter than the model, but
And we carry on, and with the blade and the wraith blade, I strike fear into the hearts of the undead who don't have hearts.
Yes. And
yes.
yes. Feel fear, so that's fine.
Rolling for the dwarves?
Absolutely, if you please. Excuse me. You get to add a d4 because of your little undead spell casting.
I'll take that. So that's 3.
A 3
In total, with D20.
Yes, and then the 2.
How did you lose at Dungeons and Dragons?
Well, you're terrible at this
Let
game.
me tell you
man.
this tale of a military commander. So it was 3 times. What was your 8?
Well, the 8 is coming, and it's a 3. 3 times 3, which I happen to know is 9. I can do that.
Good.
I don't
9
think it was my day straight.
archers.
Nope.
11.
Oh, good.
36.
Yeah.
2.
9 and 22. Great. 31. I mean, that's one of your higher body counts. 31.
Great with the words. Great with the presence.
Not so great with the
Not so great with the army.
Kill him.
Okay.
I think you mean
He says.
No, one says. Sadly, Fasik can't say it, but you are under orders to protect Fasik.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, I'm not raging anymore
No.
because I
You
dropped.
don't have rage anymore.
And
There
that
is
is
nothing
not
to
a
be
thing.
angry about.
There's nothing to be angry. I'm just a
Yep.
thing.
Just swinging your
Empty.
mace.
So just swing it. Oh, that's a 3 plus 8.
What a pity. And you only make 1 attack around?
I do make 2 attacks
Okay,
normally,
swing again.
but I don't. Okay, that does hit a 17 plus 8.
Okay, that hits.
No. Do your damage?
4 plus 5.
9.
Bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
The most soulless you've ever seen her.
9 points of betrayal damage.
skeletal or
Mostly skeletal, but there's bits of flesh
Oh,
which is
God.
withered and old and dry. You realize that her last meal was not really a great last meal because you can see bits of it slowly leaking out of the guts that are part
Jesus.
of her waistline. at this current moment in time.
Yeah, I think reflexes. I would block the first attack, but then seeing you up close, I would freeze for a second.
Yeah.
That's what.
It's a good job you can't hear the rasping sound coming out of her.
And then a beam of black energy sails out directly towards you.
22.
Yes! Brilliant. That's what you need.
40 damage.
I wish. Oh, fudge. 20, 29, 31, 39. 42 points of necrotic damage.
Oh God. Okay.
Give me a concentration check, please. Very close.
I want 7. And that's a 21.
Oh, you can keep your spell up.
you dogged
I mean,
bastard.
that's how he's built.
Yeah.
Take the resilient feat, kids. It's really good in these situations.
He said. Are you so you keeping that spell up? Silence.
Because another beam is going to come.
It's definitely coming.
Yeah. I'll drop it.
You're dropping it. All right. As you drop it, all of the sound suddenly comes washing straight back at you. And Fasig, who was about to throw this second beam at you, suddenly stops and he shouts, "Destroy him." And Fasig backs away, moving towards the tent. You do get an attack of opportunity if you so wish.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. Can I do a... I can't remember if I can do a cantrip.
No. You need a warcaster.
Warcaster?
Yeah.
But I have Warcaster.
Oh, do you have one?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Warcaster incoming, my friends.
So
It's a Dex 14. Or wait. Dex or Con?
No.
So I can cast a spell. No, okay, so Dex 14.
Oh,
Yes!
you
Oh
dancer.
my god!
He fails.
Holy shit. Okay.
Is that like a crit? So he takes double damage.
Not in these rules,
I know.
sadly.
2d8 radiant. Come on. Oop. 8 points of radiant damage.
That's how many hit points he had left.
Oh my god! You got him.
The whole undead army collapses.
Holy shit. Including
Georgie. There's a moment where the dwarves and the centaurs just don't know what's happened. Thank you. It's just silence. And then this cheer from the dwarves goes up, the centaurs go up. There's just shouting everywhere as they realize what's happened. Gottfried, what are you doing?
Gottfried runs over to Georgie's remains and he just is staring down, and he will where is it gone? Start, yes, the ritual of gentle repose. I have no idea if this will work. I doubt it. But desperately he's doing this, and there's tears flowing down his cheeks as he does this. He's on his knees. And he's also looking at, is there anything left of Fazak?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. Okay.
Yeah. Just a pile of robes. Shredded robes.
Yeah, so I'll start that.
All right, that's what you're doing. Avery.
This could only mean one thing. Quickly, are there any horses? No, they all died straight away. A centaur wouldn't bear me.
Hey, let me get rid of that. Any of the centaurs would gladly carry the commander of this battle.
Oh, wow.
I need an honor guard to ride me to the camp straight away.
You are hoisted up amongst multiple braves who immediately break into a full-on gallop across the remains of the fields of the dead towards you, their hooves crunching over the white bones of their once beloved brothers. Doran.
Cries of joy went up all over the battlefield, except for this guy. A cry of anguish escaped Doran's mouth, and he rushed over to Georgie's body, and he just pushes Gottfried out of the way. And he kneels down beside Georgie, and he cradles her head in his hands, and he doesn't know what to do, but he uses everything as a cleric he possibly does. Spare the dying. He pumps into her. He pumps out all of his remaining spell slots into cure wounds or healing words or anything. I'm assuming there's little response.
No.
Just the body slightly glows somewhat. And Doran is realizing the finality of this moment. And I turn to Gottfried and say, bring her back.
Bring her back. I was trying, and I try and push him back, but I'm so feeble at this point.
Yeah.
One ear hanging off over
no ear.
Nothing in. Let me work! Let me work! And I start the ritual again.
All right. You arrive.
Comrades, we did it! We did. No. But we won. We won.
Doran can't look anymore at Georgie and his friends who are bent over Georgie's body, and he rushes off over the other side of the hill to find a space by himself. And he drops down to his knees, and he looks at this drop in front of him. And he says that he doesn't know if he can carry on without his friend. And he touches his amulet and he says, "How? Take me. Bring her back. And I will pay the price. It's meant to be this way."
No response from Elboth. You know in your heart, Elboth doesn't work that way. The cycle of life and death is the cycle of life and death.
He walks off to the forest.
All right. Gottfried.
I'm just going to continue the ritual.
The centaur shaman that healed you before comes up to you and says, "Your efforts are in vain. She is gone. They are all gone."
Well, thing that can fix this.
They will live on in our story.
Fuck your stories. And fuck your gods.
Fuck
Get away from me. Ignoramus.
all deities. They're a plague, a pox.
There's only one way to fix this.
We can't rely on anything but ourselves.
There are dark clouds forming.
Uh-oh.
It is one.
Lord gods.
The gods. You said all gods.
Right, yeah.
Godfrey. We've been dancing around with our pants off.
My pencil stick. Never mind. Actually, I'm in a loincloth, right? Actually, he's kind of like, oh, I should do something about this.
We've been bugged from all sides. The gods, the devils. They play with the mortal soul. We know Crepuscular holds the key to us owning our own futures.
This is correct. And now we know what it is. It is definitely in the Shadowfell, and it is probably with the Vok. We must find a Vok. Is there any Vok survivors?
There are.
Right.
They're being herded up by the centaurs who are slowly taking stock of what's going on.
We must have a prisoner, and we must interrogate him. You seem to exercise command over these centaurs, so get me a prisoner.
Beyond this, the two of us. Dark work ahead,
Oh, yes.
but for the good of all.
It's finally time to do something decisive about this problem. I think we might even, at this point, find an ally in that respect. I think he has been pushed over the edge. But one thing at a time.
My lord, says one of the centaurs, adopting the dwarvish approach to hierarchy. We have found something. We are uncertain as to what to do.
Take me to it, and I will decide.
He takes you about 17 feet over to the main tent, and he pulls aside the flap. On the other side, you can see the chair where Godfrey had managed to hop his way to the far end. On the other side, there is still the portal to the Shadowfell.
Jesus, do we dare?
How wide a portal? It's about 5 foot wide by 5 foot tall, 6, 7 foot tall. It's oval-esque.
Anything else? Any possessions of Fazak?
There's a table that looks like it's pretty well sized for a specific thing that neither of you two have seen.
Hey, take 25 of your swiftest. Go beyond and scout. Return to me with what you find. Be no longer than 10 minutes.
What are you looking for?
Just tell me what's beyond the portal. What sort of
You
location?
wish us to go through that portal.
I wish
You can see through the portal, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Is it, sorry, you were looking around the room.
Okay.
You meant in the room, right? Or did you meant in the...
I meant in the room. No, I meant
In the room.
I was
That's
looking
right,
for a
yes.
place.
I wanted him to go
Looking through the portal,
through.
there is a very large, very dark chamber. But faintly glowing at the far end of it, there appears to be a book on a plinth.
Let's go. I'm going through.
Not even waiting for dawn.
No.
No, perhaps we better fetch this.
Mm-hmm. Let's hope we can get back. The orb that
I will
Fazak was
fetch.
using, is that somewhere?
It isn't in this room.
Is it amongst his robes?
You go back out to look.
Yeah,
at it.
yeah, yeah.
Sure.
And while he's doing that, I will fetch dawn.
Yeah.
You go over the hill.
No, I've flown off into the forest.
Oh, you buggered off.
He's gone.
He's booked
So
it.
yeah, I'll go over and I'll look for you, not realize it.
Yeah.
Do you shout?
Yeah.
Darren!
In my Twilight Sanctuary, I activated my Steps of the Night, and I have taken off and I've flown into the forest to grieve.
Okay. I return.
So, as you are searching through the robes, you do find that sphere. It sort of rolls out from the mess.
Okay, something the very, very last box that I can tick is to cast a ritual as an action. Identify.
On the sphere?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 10 minutes later.
No, ritual as an action. So it's a special Order of Scribes thing
Oh.
that I can do once a day.
What? Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Instantaneously, the sphere will open. So there are a couple of things. If you just touch the sphere as a non-resident of the Shadowfell,
right,
you are instantly teleported back to the Shadowfell. This is a security measure to make sure that no one who shouldn't be touching the spheres, they shouldn't touch them. However, those who are from native to the Shadowfell can use this sphere to open up a portal to any plane that they wish, and that portal will remain open for 24 hours or until they step through it and close it.
So, as a non-native, I can basically do nothing with this thing.
Well, you could use it to suck yourself directly into the Shadowfell. You wouldn't really be able to use it to get yourself out of the Shadowfell.
We have Vok prisoners.
Okay.
You do have Vok prisoners who are native to the Shadowfell.
Okay. People can't trust them.
No, but we have what was the other? Not the Vok, but the
the Kiel. But they're not around.
Yeah, but we could open a portal to the Kiel. Hello, can we lass? You're friends now.
How do you open the portal?
Well, first things first.
Just killing enough Vok until they do it for me.
The first thing I want to do is I want to look at the. So once I'm not touching this thing, obviously. I use a mage hand to put it into cloth and wrap it up.
Right.
So I can take it with me. And I want to check out the portal that's still standing and try to determine if there's a clock on this thing, if it's ticking, if it's going to.
Well, you know that it will remain open for 24 hours and then it will close.
Okay.
If he doesn't close it, which he's not likely to, it will remain open for 24 hours.
Is there any possibility of me sending the mage hand through?
You can try.
I'll try.
Sure. You send the mage hand through. The mage hand is on the other side. What's it doing?
Getting that book.
It drifts towards the book. As it gets close to the book, it seems to hit some kind of barrier and it dissolves. Give me an Arcana check.
17.
Could be anti-magic around the entire area.
That would make great sense. Okay.
How long ago did he just open the portal as he was
Well, after
torturing
this
Gottfried?
battle, I would say this battle probably took maybe somewhere in the region of an hour.
That's fine.
Give
So
or take.
if
So we've got like 20 hours or something like that.
Yeah,
we've got
can't.
long rest basically.
We can
Okay.
long rest it.
Yeah.
Think of a plan. You're not going through there just as an evil old man.
No.
With his abacus.
I was thinking
That'll
about it.
scare them.
I was thinking about it, but no. Okay. Yeah.
Although any time wasted, we don't know who's on the other side who might come looking.
This is true. This is
Checking
true.
on the book, seeing as an open portal.
I think the next thing
What's
to do
all that
is.
about?
I think the next thing to do is to interrogate the rock.
Very briefly, we cut now to a place where we've been before. And Georgie, you find yourself standing in front of this very ominous-looking creature who is trying to judge whether you should go to where you believe you belong or whether you should go into where you wish you didn't have to go. Purgatory or hell or heaven, or Georgie's definition thereof. What does Georgie think is going to happen to her in death?
I mean, she's never, other than like thinking about her dad, she's not really wanted to think much about it because it's.
What does she think happened to her dad?
He just disappeared, just no longer existed. And I think for her, even though she's heard these guys talk about the afterlife, she's just kind of thought it's nothingness.
The sentence to be carried out on the prisoner is oblivion or eternity, shadowing on the prime material plane. So you realize that would happen. So Georgie would either turn to oblivion and cease to exist, or would exist for all eternity on the prime material plane as a ghost, unable to interact, engage with, but able to watch everyone she knows age and die. The opposite of oblivion.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Is there any chance of being a ghost with perks? Maybe. Just move a little bit, have a little bit of power, be a bit spooky.
Denied.
Oh, you're really harsh. Is there anybody nicer to talk to? I've just died. You should be a bit more sympathetic. It's quite traumatic for me, actually.
The death of the Duskmourn would argue that you lose all of that when you lose your glands.
Yes. And so whilst that argument is happening in purgatory, what is Doran doing? You are grieving.
I agree. What time of day is it now? Midday, I guess.
Let's say, well, you started your battle.
So sad for you.
So sad for me too.
Yes, midday, and it happens to be a sunny day.
Midday, yeah. I mean, Doran is beside himself. You're not going to get very much interesting things out of him because Doran is wandering the forest, tearing at his hair and like crying and running roughshod over trees and roots and falling on the ground. And after a while, he just looks like an absolute mess and a wreck. I think he is going to put his grieving focus on one moment, which is the one of the ceremonies that the Dusk Knights do when their comrades pass or when people they love and know pass, which takes place at dusk. So he is waiting patiently in the forest for the arrival of dusk, when he is going to mourn and pass on his love and affection for his friend. So that's what he's going to do until then.
All right, that's fair. That is fair. Yes, so that is what you are doing. The forest seems to offer very little consolation, unfortunately.
I didn't realize where I am, frankly.
Yeah. Yes. Nope. Okay. Back to the two of you and your portal.
Can you command one of the centaurs to go through the portal and try and fetch the book?
In a moment, I need to convene with the generals.
The dwarvish contingent has just arrived. Well, half of them, anyway.
And I would speak with him and the leader of the centaurs. Who speaks for you?
The centaurs at this present moment in time? Well, it's a bit of a toss-up.
You, Evening Jog.
Evening Jog. The elder.
That's not fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
Morning run is in the
Afternoon stroll.
I mean, well, no. So morning run is one of the
snooze.
potential candidates for
Midnight
taking
sleep.
over the centaurs.
Weekly
At
solid.
the same time, however, the two leaders of the two war parties are contesting as well.
Eeny, meeny,
So-
miny, mo. You! I have sorted it out.
All right, 1, 2. It's morning run. Morning wind. No, it's not. It's not morning wind. It is, in actual fact, the leader of the contingent that headed straight into the battle.
Oh, yeah.
And so that is the
Fart
new
on the breeze.
centaur leader. And that is, let's say,
Aw.
Rising Sun.
Rising sun. And remind me.
What would you have of us?
I would have you. Well, I was going to say. What time of day is it, by the way? Is it
Midday.
midday? I would have you gather your dead, not your undead, for there are too many of those to count.
Tackle.
I would have you gather your dead, and we will perform a ceremony, some rites, as we will for the dwarves. And we shall begin the healing process come nightfall. And we will have many things to speak of.
I've just got word. Apparently, there's a relief effort on its way. Did you know about this?
We set some wheels in motion, but I didn't know they'd be here so soon.
They're not going to be here for at least another 3 days.
Well, we shall prepare the city, but for now, I think we have to build some bridges between us.
Are there any more risk of undead?
While this portal is open, who's to say? I will need troops to patrol the city, start rebuilding, and flush out any remnants who haven't been taken prisoner of these Vok.
We've got 4.
We've got 4.
That's how many we've found so far.
Hold them prisoner next to the tent. This will be our command post, the one with the portal contains.
We should destroy this portal.
We shall make a decision shortly.
No. You will not destroy the portal. Portal is the most important thing in this whole horrific story at the moment. I need a volunteer as our dwarf or centaur to go into that portal and try and fetch that book. It is of the greatest importance.
A centaur steps forward. I would go. What must I do?
You bring him to the portal. You see the book. It's very simple. You go, you take the book, you bring it out again. I wish you luck.
Rising Sun, what would happen to him?
If I am correct,
Wait, hang on. Why are we choosing living people? I've got ghosts right next to me. That works.
pause. One moment.
But I would have us. Our friend is named mere feet from us.
Well, have we collected up her remains?
No.
No,
Oh, well,
that's
let's
what
do
I
that.
mean.
Okay, let's
Be
do that.
respectful. Let's take a moment, take a beat before we jump straight in. I know the important, and it's within your grasp.
Gottfried has a moment and goes, "No, it's more important." And Senor goes through now.
Damn it, he's right. Okay.
The ghost wanders across the space, gets to the zone where there is no magic.
No, he's not a.
He's
not a magical effect. He's been summoned.
He was
He's
summoned
been
by
summoned
magic,
by
but he's
magic,
now
but he's
just
not-
a spectre.
Okay, so
Just medium undead.
he passes into the zone of anti-magic and approaches the book. He's incorporeal.
Incorporeal movement, but it doesn't say that he can't interact with.
I mean, he can damage people, but then again, can he lift something up? Is a good question.
No, I think he can lift something up. I mean, if he can damage you, he can lift you up. As he approaches the book, he's incorporeal, so he sort of drifts over, gets to the book, and he reaches down to touch the book. As he lifts the book, the whole plinth lowers down.
But he hovers where he stands.
Well, he does, and then he gets washed in this black fluid. Is he immune to acid?
Immune to necrotic and poison, not damage resistant to acid.
Damage resistant.
Yes.
Okay,
Right.
that's fair.
It's only 200.
It's better than the centaur, right?
Oh, sure, it's better than liquefying a centaur, which
Right.
you were quite happy to send off.
I'm afraid
Go
so.
pick it up. Yeah. These are not the dice.
Turns around.
Four. Yeah. Oh, nothing.
Okay.
24 points of acid damage.
Is that halved already?
No, so 12 points of acid damage. He lifts the book and he starts moving backwards. The book is chained in place. And it's chained from underneath, so it gets to a certain degree.
Okay. Well, he can...
How strong is he?
Strength. 1, so -5 strength.
Yeah, he can
He ain't strong.
barely lift the book.
Gottfried is now one suffering from exhaustion.
Yes.
2 at his mental limit and seeing this prize so close.
Yeah.
He grabs the centaur by the haunch. The centaur that volunteered. Squeeze! Break the chains!
All it can do is life drain.
The centaur looks very nervously at everyone. One of the dwarves, I'll do it. And there's that promotes the centaur to go straight in. He goes over, gets to the zone of anti-magic, steps through it. Would you please roll a perception check for the centaur for me, please?
That was 6.
He's focused on this undead that's trying to lift the chain. He gets over, he gets to the book, he lifts the book up. You can see it's quite a robust chain holding it in place. So he sort of maneuvers the book and he's trying to use a obsidian dagger thing that he's got to try and break these chains. Go ahead and give me a strength check. You got +6.
Okay. 17 + 6.
Oh, very nice.
Strong book.
He snaps the chain, pulls the book free, looks up triumphantly, and then screams loudly. And you hear the sort of click, 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 click sound. Have you heard it before? I think Georgie did.
Oh.
From the swamps?
From the swamps.
Yeah.
The big sort of worm type thing. So, I want you to roll initiative against the worm. You need to beat my initiative.
Oh.
My initiative is 6.
I rolled an actual 1.
Oh no, is that a 1? Oh, it is a 1. Oh dear.
You were watching, you're like, just throw the book. I don't care about you.
I'm getting a dwarf and going,
Go get the book. Oh my god. Okay, it's the giant worm. If I roll
Can I
above a
roll
12.
initiative for the ghost to do something?
Sure.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Strength drain
Yeah.
frickin'.
It's probably not very high dex. But...
It's a giant
I
worm.
know it is.
Dex is not great.
+2. Yeah, 10.
You're going first, undead.
And he can move fairly rapidly.
Yeah.
He's
He
gonna,
can touch the worm. The worm is about to swallow
he's
the
not going to
centaur.
touch.
Just get fucked up.
He's
Yeah.
going to grab the book and sprint at 50 feet, dashing.
He's grabbing the book from the centaur, leaving the centaur to his own devices.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
This
Doran
is
ain't here.
Yeah.
You're talking to the practical too.
And just remember, the moral compass is
no
gone.
morals.
Oh.
Did you
yeah.
not see me murder someone in cold blood just to get a ghost?
Oh. Oh, this is
Gottfried will
juicy.
sacrifice everyone.
Oh, I love the turn.
Mm.
I mean, will you love the turn? Who knows?
Did the good
Happening.
guys win?
I mean, technically they did, and now they stopped because you
I
guys.
may have saved the city, but practicality.
He
wins
grabs
day.
the book and runs, floats through the portal. Then, it's a 10. This giant worm with multiple mouths just comes down and crunches down onto the centaur. I mean, the centaur's got 50 hit points. He should be fine. He'll be all right. He'll be all right.
Let's do what the bookings for.
Yeah, right.
Oh, well, 10, 19 plus, so 29 damage to the centaur. That's the bite. Okay. And then its second is another hit. Centaur's fine. 19, 21, 22, 23. Centaur's gone. He gets eaten.
Godfrey doesn't even blink.
The worm then looks at Godfrey.
Is it coming through the portal?
Well, it's moving towards you. The portal's
All right.
still open.
Is the book through?
The book has drifted through with the soulless undead.
I'm grabbing the book.
How do we?
Ha!
What?
Okay.
How do we close this thing?
2 of you roll initiative, please.
Okay.
I hope the smart person gets us.
Yeah, right. I don't think there's any smart people left.
Oh, God.
3, 12.
Don't worry, we got an army.
You sure you
Unfortunately,
don't
the
care
army
for
is
them?
not between you and the worm. So, Avery, you got 12,
Yes.
and you got 3.
Yills.
You do have your Spectre as well.
Yes.
What's your Spectre's initiative? Does it go in yours?
Hey man, stand in the way. Oh,
I think he acts on his own.
All right,
But
roll for him.
You already have a 10.
Oh, he already had a 10. Well, it's a new combat. It's a new situation. So, roll for him, please.
I can't.
No, I'm pretty sure he has his own, yeah.
Yeah. Roll. What was that, sorry?
Initiative for him.
Initiative. Grace, roll a D
Again.
20 plus 3 for the worm. Not a lot.
6 for Spectre.
Oh, shit.
Still ahead of Godfrey.
+6, you say?
The
Plus
dead are
plus
ahead of
3.
Godfrey.
Oh, +3. 9 for the worm.
Oh, fantastic. Avery, what are you doing? The worm is barreling down upon the 2 of you, and you realize with sickening horror, if it closes its mouth, it can probably fit through this portal.
He is looking up a spell, not just texting while this.
Yeah.
Like, I want a bit roast
Checking
chicken.
out.
I'd like some.
You know what I told you on the way here?
Can I bring
happens if the portal
someone with
closes?
me?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can bring objects
Yeah,
the way it
yeah.
doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can teleport one willing creature. I'm going to grab Gottfried and cast Thunderstep and move far back outside the tent.
Okay.
Well, I don't know how to close a portal, and
Alright,
I'd rather
okay.
save my friend.
So-
There's an army here.
Yeah.
And I've got the book.
You're
which
not
is all that
resisting?
matters. Good God, no.
All right. And you disappear 30 feet,
Thunderstep.
10 feet, which would be less dramatic. 60.
Up to 300. No, sorry, that's how loud it is. Sorry. Where the fuck is how far it goes?
Hang on.
Let's
What's
say
it called?
90
Thunderstep.
feet, but that
12 inches. He's like, what? It's a sidestep more than a thunderstep.
you can teleport to an unoccupied space you can see within range. It says
Oh,
90
sure.
feet.
You're inside a tent.
Yeah, but I can
Yeah,
see through the flap a little bit. The flap's open, right?
Give me a perception check. No one's holding the flap open.
Hold me flaps. 18 plus stuff.
Yeah, you can see through the flap.
Yeah, we teleport into the thick of our army and go, ah! Pointing back at the tent.
Right, you scream. The worm comes through the portal, and it's going to attack your Spectre because your Spectre's in front of it. Hits a natural 20 on your Spectre.
Yeah.
How many hit points does the Spectre have?
Oh, he had 22, but he lost 12 to 10.
I'm not even going to roll for it. Your Spectre's eaten. And then the rest of the worm continues to pour out of this dark space into the living world inside this tent. Gottfried.
I am staring at this book, trying to establish if I'm finally holding the Crepusculare.
I need you to give me an Arcana check.
Is that what you're doing right now?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it's very in
Yes.
character.
Yes. Yeah. 17.
17.
Unless you want to give me the 2024 rules, in which case I have expertise.
Not yet. Not just yet. The adventure is technically not over. So,
I mean, does it have the Crepusculare written on the cover? Published by Penguin.
well,
Killing gods for idiots.
first edition. You are you're like 99% convinced that this is the Crepusculare. But it should be bigger. This is like 100 pages thick.
Interesting.
Something's not exactly right here.
I'm in the middle of all this shit. I'm going to start reading it.
Okay. Good. Avery.
I will command the forces that remain around us to charge at the worm.
The dwarves look at this tent, which is now starting to bulge. The centaurs start hurling spears at it as best they can. Right.
And I'll also shout, somebody with any kind of magical knowledge, close that fucking portal!
I mean, Godfrey did it by saying one word last time. By getting the worm to back down.
Oh yeah. Listen, Godfrey.
Godfrey's
checked
right now.
out.
I'm not here right now. Right around me. Okay, great stuff. So you're going to roll for the worm. You're going to roll a d20. You're going to roll for the centaurs and the dwarves, a d20 each.
I've got a 12.
I've got a 9.
Okay, that's for the dwarves and the centaurs.
Oh, sorry, 1 each.
1 each.
I hear you. 10.
So that's a 19 and you got a 12.
I got a 12 for the worm.
Okay. All right, the worm is eventually defeated. But at a significant cost of dwarves and centaurs. Oh,
that is
not that many dwarves, apparently. They were committed to the fight, but they were not that committed to
Yeah,
the
there were
fight.
like centaurs in front of going, you guys handle that. Thanks very much.
Yeah. So the dwarves are down to 165.
They're just higher up. They're easier to reach.
Well, literally,
Yeah.
they're pulverized. They are massacred. 180 of them, more than the actual
Wow.
battle.
Jeez.
So that puts them on 200.
That's rough.
Wait,
And-
180 just in that.
So when I say the worm is defeated, this battle takes a good 15 minutes of screaming and surrounding, and the worm is thrashing about, and the centaurs are fighting. And
Interesting.
yeah.
Underline. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Oh my God.
You're lucky Georgie's dead right now.
Right. Scott, what are you doing? The dwarves and the centaurs have now formed a protective circle around the tent. There's no tent left. It's now just around the portal itself because the tent collapsed under the worm's attacks.
Godfrey. Just tap on the shoulder.
Yeah, but
Hey! Slap her on the back of the page.
for God's sake,
Okay,
it was just getting interesting.
the portal.
Oh, yeah.
Can you close it?
I don't think so.
Huh?
I would need a spell. I have no spells. I have not had a chance to rest. You do realize the key to everything is in my hands.
Yes, and I don't mean to piss on your parade. Last thing. But our friend has just died. And we have no idea we're doing. And I'm losing centaurs and dwarves by the minute.
There is a visible struggle on Gottfried's face. And he looks at the book, and he looks around him, and he looks at the book again, and he looks around him again. I'll try to close the portal. Have them fetch up Georgie's remains, will you? And I'll go over to the portal. Do I have any idea how I can close this thing?
Give me an arcana check.
Oh, that's not good. 27.
Well, you have the sphere.
I forgot about this. But
You
identify
can't
this. I can't use it, yeah.
Correct.
But we have a Vok.
You have 4.
Can we trust the Vok if I hand them this thing?
Yes, and I'll
If they hand
leave
them this
that-
thing,
Oh,
they'll
no,
just
no,
go
no, no.
back to the
Not
circle.
handing. Okay, it's a delicate situation. Bring me the 4.
The 4 Vok are brought.
1 moment. I go up to the 3 of the Vok. Do you see your companion? Do you see your companion next to you?
They throw a string of expletives, you think, at you, but they're speaking in their native tongue.
And I run the first one through.
Give me an intimidation check with advantage.
Just to set the tone.
Indeed.
I have 3 spells.
Well,
It's not bad.
what's your total?
19 plus 7. 8.
26.
Yes. 28.
They defiantly stare back at you.
Really? Wow.
Inspiration check.
Impressive.
That was but one stroke of the sword. The next, we shall proceed along the line until we get what we want.
I'm going back to reading the book. Thank you.
You kill another?
You know what? I feel like I've got another in me, yes. I kill another.
Give me another intimidation with advantage.
Oh, another 26. Yes.
26. One of them steps forward. What do you want?
The portal. How would you close it?
Sphere.
Can you read his mind to tell, as I talk to him, slap you on the back of the head?
I've got nothing. I have no spells, no slots, no nothing.
You can't read surface thoughts without...
No, I can communicate. I can, telepathically communicate to him, but I can't read his mind.
If I give him the spear, it's going to disappear.
Of course he is. The only way to do this would be to control his mind. Which I can't really do, even if I rest.
Begging your pardon, I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, says one of the dwarvish guards. It looks like they're assembling some kind of troops on the other side of the portal.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're gathering. They look like they're about to attack.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I... Everatus. Everatus.
Yeah. No. Not without...
We have finally got what we came for.
I hear you.
We can find him on the way.
We're so close.
We are close to losing the book again.
I am moments away from breaking the spirit of this book.
Act fast. I can't help you.
You have seen what I've done to your 2 compatriots.
Yes.
And what I shall continue to do. But slower to you. I need you to close the portal.
I'll mage hand up the sphere. Yeah, that's about as much as I can do, really.
Is there anything you can think of that I can do to stop him? Obviously, the
I
threat
will.
is death,
Okay,
but-
I'll communicate telepathically to him. It'll be instantaneous. We can't even threaten him. If you do this, we'll do something to you. He'll be gone. I don't know how we're going to do this. Right?
Fucking balls.
Yeah. Just for clarity, if he uses the sphere to teleport himself directly to the Shadowfell, the portal that's currently open will seal
Oh, really?
because he has to use the sphere to go to Shadowfell.
It's better than I've already got.
Do it.
You will close this and you will not disappear. I hope.
Guarantee safety, me and friend.
No, just you. I'm afraid I need the other one.
Fine.
But you, when you inevitably betray your masters, tell them what... Betray me, sorry. And you run to your masters. Tell them what you saw here today. And tell them that we're coming next.
What is your name?
They call me Everardus Manabranche. Learn this name and learn to fear it.
Do you then touch the sphere?
I throw the spear up so that, and I make sure he's separate from his
His
compatriot.
sphere is being held by Mage Hand, right?
I grab the spear and I toss it.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
You what?
Don't grab
I
it.
don't grab it. Of course not.
I'll
Not
mage
again.
hand-
I go to grab it.
Hand it to the
Vok.
Vok.
I go, oh no, deja vu.
I'm going to cut his fucking hand off. Because
That'd be so
The
funny,
box
though, wouldn't it?
vanishes, and as the box vanishes, the powerful seals shut.
I will go like this. Good.
And we'll be back next week. If you want us back, I don't know. I think that
We've crossed the
wow.
line, haven't we?
There's lots of. I mean. Right.
Need you back,
Be a
Grace.
bad motherfucker.
Favorite moment. Grace. No, 16. That would be you.
Without a doubt, the defeat of Bazak by
Fucking cantrip. Oh yes. Oh yes.
yeah,
He was this close.
yeah.
6 points.
And I'm pretty sure had he had another action, game over, right? So
I was at 7 hit
seven
points.
hit points. Yeah. So I mean, that's got to be it. I mean, if obviously a close second is the continuing heavy emotional drama that keeps me awake at night at this point between these two bastards. So yeah.
Finish up so we can go and hug.
Yes, that's it. That's all I have to say.
There you go. We'll be back next week. Until then, goodbye.